This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. And, of course, Aaron Wiggins. With him gone, we'll see how they get along.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Dwight Howard has made a living off of dunks. My goodness.
And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Screen by Howard. Here's SGA. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside Curry. Stolen by George. Ball's knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. For the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Screen by Howard. Here's SGA. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. It's out of bounds. Nice touch by O'Neal. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. George with no one around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Boy, Paul George now taking double the amount of threes he did when he first came to the league. Incredible.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Back to you.
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Caruso. Holmgren left side. Holmgren is doubled. Here's Howard. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. .112 left here in the first quarter. Here's Curry. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Thunder trailing by 9. Holmgren in the post. And that one, good.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. .55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Curry. Down low. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, yes, sir. PJ making it look easy.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Thunder. 9-point game. Here's Hartenstein. Takes it off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Up top, Pajemski. That three off the mark. Thunder trailing by 7. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact. Somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Curry outside. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Warriors on top, up by 4. Live from Chase. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Pajemski with it. Still without a basket. Curry from 3. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Warriors leading by 7. There's the drive. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Number 00, Royce O'Neal.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Williams for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Curry deciding where to go with it. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Williams.
Boy, the strength of DeAndre Jordan on full display, able to muscle right through that contact for a potential and one.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
It's Dort on the wing. Misses the 3. Warriors leading by 9. Curry is inside. He's got 11. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Thunder trailing by 9. Let's turn our attention to the sideline for the latest on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So, Allie, what's the prognosis?
I was able to talk with Oklahoma City's head athletic trainer about his status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And from the sound of it, nothing to play with, but guys, nevertheless, seems like he's planning to give it a go. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, "You can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot." Kevin?
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. Oh, and the jam by Holmgren.
And we knew Holmgren could get up there, but wow, he put some spice on that one.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
1:06 left in the second quarter. It's Dort on the wing. Still yet to score. 2 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
Warriors leading by 5. Screen by O'Neal. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Thunder trailing by 7. Now here's Wallace.
What's the pick? Pick up.
It's blocked by Shaq. From deep, George got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
Here's Hartenstein, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Edgecombe. Good work there as it goes. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively.
And that one drops for him. Edgecombe's got his second basket of the night.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Stolen by O'Neal. Here's George. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Caruso. Oh, good with the triple. Oklahoma City.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Thunder trailing by 9. To the middle. Here's Mathurin. And he goes in for the dunk.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Outside, George. Into the lane. And it's George finishing it off.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. And Hartenstein finishes inside. Hartenstein's got 7.
Well, this is what Isaiah Hartenstein does, right? He just keeps working on the glass. Both ends, nicely done.
The high post shot. And the shot falls short this time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Edgecombe. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Now here's SGA. On the top of the key. And the jumper is good.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams changing it up here. And here are the Warriors now. They've led by as much as 10. Driving in and stolen by Howard. Pass to SGA. Edgecombe with the steal. Goes up. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Running the floor, Edgecombe made sure he wasn't getting caught on the break.
Holmgren outside. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. SGA no good.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
Green the screen. Curry with it. And it's Howard picking him up. Curry can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 7. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Back to Pajemski. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jordan. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Thunder trailing by 8. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Pass to Pajemski. Off target from 3-point range.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
I tell you, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done inside. So crafty with his footwork and ability to get shots.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it again. Payton in the corner. Here's George. Over Holmgren. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. George has got 14.
Well, you expect Paul George to either take it right to the cup or shoot the three. You give up that in-between space, and he hits the mid-range.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Oklahoma City, Kenrich Williams. Mitchell.
Now off the inbound. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And George gets it to go.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become a walking bucket, folks. This is now an elite NBA scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Outside, George for three, and another three for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Dort. Now SGA. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And George now top of the key. And the rebound goes to Howard.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And he gets it back. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Edgecombe with it. Now SGA defending. Screen by O'Neal. Clock at 6. To the paint. O'Neal literally bending the rim with the power.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another chance here. Alex Caruso. It's deflected. Outside Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander drops in the floater.
Boy, the halftime break, I don't know what they gave him to drink back there, but he is pouring it on right now.
Curry up top. Now Green for three. A three-pointer. Good.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And there's the foul. There we go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Screen by O'Neal. Layup, no good. They're trailing by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
O'Neal there for the rebound. Rips it down with two hands.
late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Howard with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Stephen Curry.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Now O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it up. Great D. That forced that miss. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 17-point game. Here's Edgecombe. Gilgeous-Alexander with it.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Baby, buenas noches. See, I'm the big dog, I'm the cane course. End up in different spots, had the same choice. Soon as I plant a seed, I pray the rain moist. Soon as I left, I knew addition, gave the game pause. You know these balls is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual, face match the Air Forces. What are the good girls that make bad choices? What are the good girls that make bad choices? Yeah. What are the good girls that make bad choices?
Lunch and Big Sur, magnesium wheels on the Porsche. Made a cup of extra, sold a half a bird with the moisture. Tryna dodge in them 4 tours. But Metro time with my Delore. I bought the ASC McLaren, rockin' all velour. Bucket hat cocked to the side, I'm a connoisseur. How you broke his, but outside chasing. I ain't got no label on the fish, but it's all Dior. This the flow they been waiting on. I got an 80 on. Why you kissing to that you be hating on? Got certain accounts just for money growth, and I don't even gotta do, but just make more. Real go make sure it's fam good. Real never quit, even when it's slow. Oh, you thought them was some canned goods. Bust them open, then we right back on the road. Sweatpants, count $250,000 on the floor.
You know these balls is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual, face match the Air Forces. What are the good girls that make bad choices? What are the good girls that make bad choices? Yeah. What are the good girls that make bad choices?
Life can be beautiful.
No, I can't help it, I've been looking. My whole attention, I like how you took it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, no, I gotta do it. You just wanna talk that body language, I'm fluent. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. I love it when you're moving my way. I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. I love it when you're moving my way. I love it when you're moving my way. Let's go, let's go, let's go. No, I can't help it, I've been looking. My whole attention, I like how you took it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, no, I gotta do it. You just wanna talk that body language, I'm fluent. Sway, sway, I love it when you're moving my way. Sway,